operation was successful.
Hey, everybody.
Sir,
Welcome back.
patient is cured.
War hospital.
Sir, may I inform you that I left a person
Another VIP.
who was recently brought to the casualty clearing station.
End of the last video. There was a firefight, and it resulted in over 36 people in the trenches. We have 9 wounded, 25 people still in the trenches, 34 total there, and then there's 2 people heading back right now. What is this? Warn the HQ. Upon reaching nearest HQ, the scout commander notified the officers about the strange cases that he and his team encountered in the abandoned farm and village. The scout's report worries the officers, and they immediately order an investigation. They seem to be especially interested in the man in the wide-brimmed hat. Okay. Like, you're talking about... I don't remember a man in the wide-brimmed hat. Was that the dude that, like, reached out? He wasn't quite dead all the way? Anyway, they asked the scout team to take part in the investigation and check another village near the abandoned one to check if the outbreak is spreading. Continue your mission. HQ will provide 10 drafts as a reward in advance for the mission. That sounds lovely. And they're giving it to me right now. Oh, joy. Okay. Real quick check of personnel, and then we'll get started, I swear. I would love to get a triple shift system, although I suspect I may not even need it. Let me explain. Now that I have enough drafts, let me explain. So you have the ADS, okay? And, nope, that's not it. Right here. We have the rehabilitation center, okay? And this is an hour and 44 minutes away. And once we get this, we'll be able to have the triple shift system, which is great because it unlocks the slots and stuff. So we may still get it anyway. But I think maybe the 12-hour shift system could work better if instead we went to housing and we grabbed this. Staff lodging, comfortable amenities, decreases rest time needed by 20%. Now, I'm assuming this compounds. Maybe not. I don't think it here's what it is, right? So 10%, then 10%, and then 20%. I'm assuming that's a total 40%. And not 10% and then 10% on top of that new number and then 20% on top of the new number, right? I don't think it's compounding. I think it's adding, okay? Either way, though, getting that decreased rest time means that it's possible now that the nurses and medical teams, etc., that are working 12-hour shifts could potentially recover fast enough in that 12-hour span of time to get back to work soon. Maybe that's enough. We're going to try it out. We're going to take these engineers and staff lodging, and we're going to try that out. We're just going to stuff everybody in there. Go. And then we're going to put you down here. Yes. For now, that's how we're going to do it. The rehab center upgrade, we'll keep somebody in there. It's 92% completed.
Sir,
okay.
engineer is on the way.
And then nurses are good, and medic teams are acceptable for now. Okay. So, like I said, end of the last video, there was a firefight. And now we apparently have a VIP to look after. This guy's in serious condition. I don't know about helping him. I like the higher rank for 5. We're going to do him first. I may end up sticking you in the denied folder, sir. I'm sorry about that if that happens. Nobody in there. And only one here, and this is the new VIP. Her name is Eleanor Halfin. Sir, I'd like to personally request that our hospital treat Eleanor Halfin. She has an unfortunate accident and fell into a puddle of water. Oh. Is that it? But it seems that the water was contaminated with the remnants of German gas. She has been living for more than a year in the village near the hospital and frequently visited the hospital, giving flowers and helping the men in recovery. I feel like her treatment should be the least we can do. She's an orphan who had been fleeing the war for 4 years and found some peace in the village near the hospital as her parents died at the start of the war. She doesn't know what happened to her little sister, but she prays for her every day. Okay. Okay, we can fit her in. There you go. All right. Here's another thing I'm a little worried about, okay? And we actually just had it happen. So morale just bumped up, right? Right before I started talking. So that was really expensive. But we jumped morale because the meals. And I think I can't afford that again. So we're going to put that down again. Because it also consumes alcohol. That extra canteen doesn't just consume double the food. It also adds alcohol consumption. And that drained us of our alcohol supply too. So now I have to use all these drafts on additional supplies. Thankfully, they just gave me 10 drafts, so let's replenish some of our supplies. So we're going to want to get more alcohol, at least 20 of these, but probably more, hopefully. Food rations, we can bump that up with 1. And then I want my mama. I want my mama right here. 1 more alcohol, 1 more surgical supplies. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, trauma meds. Oh, I can't afford that. Oh, my math is terrible. I only have 2 left. Okay, well, if I only have 2 left, we're going to spend it on the alcohol. Surgical supplies. Okay. All right, there we go. We're going to do that. That's going to hopefully get us caught up a little bit more.
New patient arrived.
We have a lot to do. All right, with 56% morale,
Nurses reached the casualty.
get a little more cushion. And the next battle is considered too few now. Well, now we're good. So you're welcome. In fact, I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to do this guy in here instead. Because that way I get the rations. I get the drafts right now. I want the drafts right now. All right. So with the 6 drafts we have, double checking things. Let's bring you out of here. Stick you in here. And engineers, scouts. So with 6 drafts, can we do anything with 6 drafts? Or maybe probably we should wait until this is done to see what this costs. Let's do that.
Nurses are on the way.
Wait till that's done, see what they cost. So this building is getting staff lodging comfort done. And then the rehab center is getting built. 97% completed here on that. So close. We got somebody in serious condition. Oh man, 7 meds. Amputate. I can always send you for morale. This guy's serious condition, so much meds. I just can't afford you. I'm sorry. I just can't. It's a lot of meds for... It's just the way it goes, man. This one here, we're going to get to 4, I hope anyway. So let's put you on the schedule somewhere. We'll put you after this guy's rest, I guess. I don't know if we're going to have enough meds to actually treat that guy. I need the train to come. Next train is at 2:16 a.m. It's 3 hours away. Gross. Increased cost for meds sucks, but the morale goes up. I could use that. So 59%.
Medics are on the way.
You have 11 bodies to bury. Wonderful. 11 bodies to bury. Pull you out of here, pull you out of here, and go like that.
Medics are on the way.
Other notable improvements that could happen. ADS enhancement. We could do that. I don't need more slots in here, but what this does is it opens up something that's potentially problematic. I've read the discussion boards. I've read the forums on this game. Not the forums, the Discord. Just like all but replace forums, which is kind of sad, honestly. I kind of miss forums being like the dominant place for information, because Discord's really hard to discover and like search through things. Anyway, that's a completely off topic thing. Anyway, ADS improvement unlocks something called Garage, which allows ambulances to transport wounded to the CCS. So I can get ambulances. I've had a lot of people though that I've seen again on those discussion boards and the Discord having problems with ambulances. So I'm like, there's already enough bugs as is. Do I really want to get into ambulances too? I don't know. All right, I don't know. Maybe not. We'll see. Tuberculosis vaccination is kind of interesting. Speed up the rehabilitation by 25%. Not entirely sure how a TB vaccination would help you recover from anything, but other than tuberculosis. But okay. And then we have this triple shift system. It is 11 drafts for this thing. That is insane for just like to have that expense applied to something so simple as scheduling differences.
Sir,
It's kind of
operation was
insane.
successful.
Like imagine you can get your oxygen breathing system and your advancements to surgical medicines. You can get like fluoroscopes. You can get like 3 different enhancements for these buildings that help you, legitimately help you in the surgical process for cheaper than you can an 8-hour, like a 4-hour
Set.
change to the
Medics
shift
reach the
times.
cemetery.
It just, as you can, like, that stuff is, that's where, like, game balancing, right? You can tell that that is entirely about balancing in the game, like trying to get it to where, you know, increase the challenge or something. I don't know, but it seems a little weird that that's where they went with that. We're gonna pop you in there and there, and we're so light on stuff. Staff lodging amenities, we don't really need to hit that hard. I guess we'll leave 2 in there. Let's give everybody else a break.
Engineer is on the way.
Of course, if I get the staff lodging amenities now, then everybody's break time is faster, right? Let's just leave them in there. Leave them in there. It's fine.
Seth, engineers reached the pharmacy.
All right, doctors are waiting for assignments. Surprisingly, I'm waiting for patients. That's how that's going. And this guy's now terminal. I mean, I wasn't going to be able to fix him. I just wasn't. I don't have the meds. I need them to be made faster. I need the cargo train to get in
Medics are
here
on the way.
so that I can make them, because I can't make them right now anyway since I don't have alcohol. Crap. Well, get in here and rest then. Not that. We can make the surgical supplies. That's fine. Actually, we should just hit this really hard since we don't need alcohol for these. But all the rest of these we need alcohol for. Let's do the rations too.
Engineer is on the way.
Okay, now people's rest times are
Seth,
shorter.
engineers re-
So let's try this out again, right? Since people's rest times are going to be shorter, what we can do is let's make sure everybody's in their proper place. So Axtell, Adrienne Roth goes in here. Edith in here. Lottie's in here. I think Wise was supposed to go in rehab, I thought. Nurses, Wise. She's good at the operating wards. Weiss goes in here. Okay, now the problem is these guys are really tired already. See, so if I switch to the shifts, somebody's gonna get overloaded right now anyway. So maybe what I should do is this: before instituting a shift system, let's do this. We'll go 1, 1, and 1. Let everyone recover. And then we'll pop people in their places, okay? For this area, I think we could probably handle it. I'm going to go 12-hour shifts here. And I'm going to have to go through, you know, figuring out who goes where and, like, where they're most effective and all that. But for now, I think we'll just run with this. And we'll make sure that we have people, like a proper number of people. So like a 2, 2, and 1 kind of shift there. All right, and then for the engineers, we're good the way they are at the moment. When they get all healed up, though, then we're gonna need shifts. So let's go like this. We'll go like this, and then we'll pop 12-hour shifts on these guys. And let's put an emphasis, on these meds. It's fine. And then we'll have you, and you, and you, and 12-hour shifts. Okay. Everything looks pretty solid to me. So if the shift system is going to work, then I shouldn't have to juggle these guys much anymore. Right? Like generically, that's the way it should be. I shouldn't have to juggle these guys anymore.
Seth, medics are on the way.
With a couple exceptions, because the medical team's not lined up right now. And then, of course, the nurses have to... You get it. Anyway, the pharmacist. The lab building is hidden from the main road by a small grove. After knocking on the door, the pharmacist emerged from inside, dressed in a lab coat and some sort of face protection made from cloth and makeshift goggles. He looked a little surprised to see the scouts, but did not appear to be nervous or irritated by their visit. When questioned about the rumored medicine, he clarified that his medicine is nothing special, probably the same as the ones used at their hospital. His could be slightly more potent, as he knew how to produce its most pure version. So we can arrest the pharmacist for collaborating with the enemy. Escort him to nearest HQ. Convince the pharmacist to work for the hospital. Ha ha ha. Oh no. Not enough resources. Pay the pharmacist 2 staff points. Oh my god. Unlocks new depot, the pharmacist lab. With the pharmacist on board, you should produce more materials. Oh, we are going to coerce this asshole. I know it's not humane, but like, I don't have enough supplies and I want them. This is not very humane thing to do. Unlocks new depot, the pharmacist lab. Oh, I get it. So we get the lab, but we don't get the pharmacist. All right, what happens if we arrest him and escort him to the nearest HQ? Okay, provide 6 staff points. Oh boy, reward for delivering the collaborator. Scout team will salvage 10 meds per person in the scout team. I think that's only 10. There might be 2 people in this team. I don't remember. And then unlocks the new depot. With no one to work there, this place will produce much smaller results. Man, oh man, do I want this one. Can I come back later? At least it will produce smaller. It'll produce something though, right? Man. All right. We'll have to arrest him. Hearing the pharmacist's explanation, the scout commander smiled and asked him why he was delivering medicine to the Germans. The pharmacist's face became white, but then he told the scouts that he helps all people in need and that the plague is also spreading on the German side. He intends to help everyone he can. The commander nodded and then ordered his men to arrest the pharmacist. Your motives may be good, but I have no choice. The commander announced with a sad voice, I arrest you for collaborating with the enemy. I'm sure that your explanation will make your punishment less severe, but it is up to HQ to decide your fate. The pharmacist was surprised and angry, but said nothing and gave no resistance. The commander made a mental note to include that in his report. Understood.
Sir, Scouts unit is starting mission.
The staff points are really what does it for me there.
Successful.
It's got to be good there.
Sir, medics reached the casualty.
Okay, so over here we have rumors of Dune. Scout team with the HQ request investigates another village near the abandoned farm and village for the outbreak. That's Daniel Marshall's team. Okay, well, I mean he's got 2 people with him, so it looks like we're gonna get 10 meds from that other side. And there is the depot income. Okay, that's a new symbol. I have never seen this before. This is a purple thing. And this, I think, is where I can use my trucks. Yep. This is going to give me chemical meds. We'll send the truck on that. So now 36 and a half hours later, the truck will come back with 5 chemical meds. Not very fast, but it's better than nothing, especially since the truck was sitting there doing nothing. So that is the first time I've seen any interactions at all on the map that allow for a truck. So, okay then.
Reached the engineering depot.
Also, it's interesting that the truck decided to do this.
Sir, nurses reached the casualty
Instead of just,
station.
I don't know, could have went through here, I guess, but whatever. All right. So, 16 people waiting for burials. The nurses are mostly rested. I'm going to wait just a little bit longer. We don't have a lot of surgeries to do right now, which is a big deal. We only have 1 left to do. We just don't have any meds for him. But for the most part, we're ready to rock and roll.
Sir, medics are on the way.
All things are very good. Over here, give me drafts. Give me some muscle over there. We'll get some muscle over here. All right. So we're at 50% morale. We're going to have another 3 drafts coming. So that's going to end up being 9 total. And those 9 drafts are still not enough to get this. But I'm interested to see whether or not we need it anymore, right? Because of this improvement and the compounding effects of this, or adding up effects of this, whatever it is. I'm curious to see that. So let's see. Madeline goes here. Adrienne goes here. Olivia Phillips goes here. Saren goes here. Whoops. Right here. Lottie Roth is here. Natalie Weiss is here. And Martina Erickson can go kind of anywhere. So I'm going to leave you here. 12 hours, 12 hours, 12 hours. And I think actually what I might do, since Rosie's a little more flexible, I'm going to do this with you. Okay. We're going to leave these guys with 12-hour shifts. Engineers have 12-hour shifts. Medic teams. Let's get you guys into a shift system too. We'll go like this. We'll have the cemetery. We'll have mixed shifts as well. All right. And then once this is over, we'll put you in here.
Sir, medics are on the way.
All right. Everyone needs to reshuffle, but the shifts, I'm hoping that this means I don't have to juggle people anymore. We'll see. Still 17 people in the trenches. And I'm kind of thinking, it says the cemetery is understaffed. Well, they're just, you know, there's just one person there for that many bodies. No big deal. Their shift is almost over, so I'm gonna put you in this shift now too. Where was it? No, you're in the second shift. There you go.
Sir, medics are on the way.
I'll put that guy in the second shift since the shift's almost over anyway. Jonathan Clare, we can replace some things, and that includes replacing Playful. Others working with them perform better. I like that. I like that. Yep, let's replace the Playful one. Cool. All right, now Rehab Center is going to have this little warning above its head because nobody's there. It's because the nurses are shuffling, right? So they should be shuffling to get there. Nope, they're on the same shift. That's weird. I didn't mean to do that. Whoops. All right, there you go.
Nurses are on the way.
Let's get the nurse in there.
Sir, nurses reached the rehab.
All right, so now people don't have to be halted anymore. This is 14 and a half hours away. We're going to put you there to try to get stronger there. I'm not sure we need to be strong for this one, though. All right, I'm not sure we really need that because you notice the date here.
Nurses reached the hospital.
This right here is 6 a.m. on the 23rd. So that's the point we need to survive until. With 43% on the morale,
Medics reached the cemetery.
I think there's a good chance we survive that long, yeah? You're stable, but very expensive. Holy shnikes, you're expensive. I may not actually do that. We'll amputate. We'll amputate. You don't have enough meds and nothing for these guys to do.
Sir,
Perfect.
Nurses reached the casualty clearance
Now it's
station.
just calm. All right. Calm, but we don't have much supplies. Let's do shorter rehab because that means a greater potential for getting you into here before the battle. But I don't think we need to be strong. Yeah, here, morale rising. I like that. 46% now. I don't think we need to be super strong here because, again, we have to survive till this point. And if it's like the last chapter change, it means that everything gets reset anyway.
Secured.
Like, nothing's going to carry over anyway, so whatever. I could be wrong on that. Very possible. I hope I'm not. All right, so far, everybody's energy seems to be adequate. Nobody's super tired. All right. So that's my alcohol. That's my meds.
Sir, operation
All the
was
things that I
successful.
ordered are coming in. And with the rest of these drafts, there's 6 drafts. If the chapter is going to roll over and start anew next time, I probably should spend the drafts on upgrades. They're the only things that I'll be able to carry over, right? Unless, of course, it's just adding to my existing supply, which possible. I didn't really pay attention, but it's possible. Increases the amount of food used by 50%. Jesus. Increases the impact of nutrition by 100%. I mean, that's pretty good, though. I'd like to use less. There we go. I'd like to use less food. So, hot beverage dispensers, huh? A whole grain bread. Ah, here we go. Increases impact of half rations, morale. Decreases the amount of food used by 25. Okay, this one here. Decreases impact of half rations on morale by 50%. More production stations. Warehouse enhancement? Actually, maybe that, because we're constantly full on... We were constantly full on this stuff here. And if we're going to be creating things faster, that means we need a bigger build-up, right? We're still limited on the number of trains we get. So maybe it's worth going for the warehouse upgrade next. You know?
Sir,
That's
new
possible.
patient arrived. Sir, operation was successful.
If I get the drafts. I still need the drafts in order to do that. I'm down 2 drafts, so maybe we'll get it. Let's let it run for a little bit. We got 13 bodies still to bury. I would like to know whether or not too many bodies to transport back to their families, proper funerals or the homes. It doesn't tell me that morale falls when you have pending bodies to bury. I would suspect that it does, right? So why else would our morale be so low all the time?
Sir, new patient arrived.
But I don't know that that's the case. That's not going to get me much, is it? One draft is one draft, I guess.
Sir,
it's something.
patient is cured.
You! I can't replace Glutton, but I can replace Impulsive. They work significantly better at the cemetery. All right, Walter is working really good at the cemetery. Walter. Where's Walter? I don't see a guy named Walter here. Did I just misread that? Was his name Wyatt Hurd instead? No, there's Walter right there. All right, works better at the cemetery is what I put. So let's bring you here. What's the time? See that? Like he's overly tired. He's got another 8 hours to go in his shift. You know, 8 to 8. He's got a long time to go. They're just too tired. It's gonna happen again, these guys, you know? It's gonna happen again. I'm gonna pull you guys out of here for a break. It's so weird. It's the way it goes.
Sir, medics are on the way.
I think I want one more here instead. All right, well, we're going to have to manage the engineers. I don't know about the amount of time it takes for people to rest and all that stuff, but it looks to me like I am going to need that upgrade.
Sir, medics are on the way.
That 8-hour shift thing. Okay, so here we go. 36 meds. Rank 3. Rank 3. I'll put you here. These are the two. Actually, this guy's pretty good now. He's gotten his upgrades now. Put you there, and then the rest of you guys will probably get amputated. So there, there, and I'll let you slide in because you're only 3 meds. I have an amount of meds to fix you cut off for your ranks. Rank 3, it's like decreased cost totally. Rank 3, it's like, you know, any amount. I haven't really seen any that I won't do. For a rank 2, if it's cost me like more than 6, then I usually will say, I don't know. Like if it's like 7 or 8, we amputate. And then for the rank 2s, anything over 3 meds, I probably just amputate because it's just not worth the cost. They're so expensive. The exception to that, you know, is if we're swimming in meds. If we've got a lot in reserve and it's near the end of the chapter, then maybe, but this is going to raise morale, so we'll do it. Anything that raises morale, we're going to do.
Sir, patient is cured.
49%. Very good. I think good here
We lost this patient.
is fine. You know, good for the battle because it's the end of the chapter. Oh, we can finally get rid of the kleptomaniac. She's going to stop stealing shit from me. Oh, happy days. So happy. Decrease cost, please. Decrease cost, please. Yeah, everything is decreased cost. All right, we've got meds now. I'm feeling pretty good about it. Now we have patients to spend them on, but still. 13 meds. You go there. You go... Ooh, 7. Yikes. Work on you first. You'll get the oxygen, and that gives me not enough for you, so you get the oxygen too. Still down to 14 for these guys. So we'll put you behind this guy. That way these guys will get worked on first, and that gives us time to get the meds for you. Stable, fine. And then over here, we have enough for you, so let's do that. They're coming in waves, you know? It's all about the trains. The personnel trains usually bring soldiers that are wounded. Shorter rehab times are good.
Operation was successful.
And I'm gonna put you... I don't know why I would need this. I don't know if it's gonna carry over to the next chapter. I'm gonna get the drafts. Let's get the drafts instead.
Sir,
I don't know if it'll carry to the next
operation
chapter
was
or not.
successful.
Shorter rehab time is fine. All right, you guys ready for the end of the chapter? Huh? That's what this video is about. You know, taking us to the end of the chapter. Only 3 bodies left to bury. I forgot that I switched my medical teams to not being in shifts anymore. Let's pull you guys out of here. Swap you in. We're not done doing this like this yet. We'll do it like that for now. Let's get... it's 7:14 p.m. So we're almost at shift change. So let's put you in here. Hit the 12-hour shift button. And then let's go ahead and try this. We'll swap you in here. The 2 that are blue will be the next shift. And that way they are ready to rock and roll when it flips over
Sir,
on that.
medics are on the way.
And shorter rehab time is good. How are we doing on the scouting stuff? I mean, I guess I could probably see that over here, right? Depot income. Yeah, that's going to be what? How long? It doesn't say a timer on that, which is kind of weird, but all right. I mean, people were saying the trucks don't work, so maybe that's why there's no timer on it.
Sir, medics are on the way.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, man. I mean,
Sir,
it just 23% morale. Oh, he died from his wounds. Oh, I got 2 people terminals. Oh no, 2 terminal. Get in the denied folder. Get in the denied folder. VIP. Oh, good. Who are you? Steve Rogers again, this guy. Are you kidding me? Operated on by Barbeau. Completed rehab, sent back in. Into the trenches. Came back in. Barbeau again. He's got... Barbeau is like his dedicated physician here. Dedicated surgeon. Assigned to the trenches. Admitted back in again. Guess what? You're going to see your buddy. Barbeau. Right here. I'm gonna put you on here even though this guy's available. Because he knows you real well already, right? He fixes you up nicely. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then here, not enough meds yet. Seems good. Oh my gosh. 23%, 22%. The morale. It's so bad. You go over here. I think I can't afford to lose that soldier. I need this to be good. So keep that in there. If there's any simplifications that could raise morale, I'll take it. 19%. It's so bad, man. 20%.
New patient arrived.
I know there's new patients. I just want them to... I want them to get the hell out of here. Luke Stewart. Tires significantly slower. In exchange, it changes out friendly. Others working tire less. Yeah, it's kind of the same. This one changes out from here. Works less efficiently. They perform better at ADS. I can swap this. Extroverted, I can swap that. All right. That was Luke, right? Luke Stewart. So he's going to work better over here. Is what that means. I think so. But because they're not on shifts, I don't know. I think I do. I'm going to need the 8-hour shifts. I think there's no way around this, man. I'm going to need those 8-hour shifts. I don't know if the pending bodies are causing my morale to drop this fast, but I'm going to stack a whole bunch of people in here to see if I can't hit that.
Sir,
and get rid of that.
medics are on the way.
I also think that people who are dying in the trenches. Yeah, 10 people died in the trenches. That's probably hitting it too. The people who are dying before they can get in here are probably hitting me as well, and I just don't see it. 3 meds, get you in there right away. That's a serious thing. So we'll go ahead and treat you.
Patient is cured.
I had just enough meds to do that.
New patient arrived.
There we go. Where's my staff? I have staff points. Okay. So, another engineer. Another engineer. Another nurse. That's what we want. 2 more engineers.
Medics are on the way.
1 more nurse. And get him in here. All right. We need it. The shift system is... It's difficult. It's the 12-hour shifts are not working. It still needs the improvements of this one right here. And I need more drafts to make that happen. So we're going to save up our drafts to try to get that to happen. All right. We're just going to have to do it. You got a whole bunch of people in here. This guy's pretty much ready. I'm going to put you over here for the morale bump. Same thing for you. And let's get a couple more drafts to help us get closer to that.
Patient is cured.
Okay. Whatever, if anything lowers morale, we don't want to do it. So increased cost sucks. Longer operation sucks. This is in the chemical area, though. It's an extra 3 hours and 14 minutes for an oxygen with the oxygen inhalation in this. That sucks. Or we can just let it go. I think we're just gonna let it go. I know dying would hurt morale too, but I think we're close enough at this point where we're gonna survive. It's just not, it's closer than I wanted it to be though. HQ's request. The scout team reaches the village. At first glance, nothing seemed out of the ordinary. However, the commander quickly noticed glances of fear and suspicion from the villagers. For the first half an hour, the village chief tried to hide it, but finally revealed that a strange disease had started spreading in the village the day before yesterday. People fell sick and began behaving like animals, trying to bite others. Are we looking at zombies here? Is that what this is? When questioned about the strange man in a wide-brimmed hat, the village chief recalled someone matching the description had passed through the village just before the outbreak. The man had asked for permission to fill his canteen with water from the well, and after that left heading north. Well, that's the dude that poisoned the water hole. It's gotta be. Thank the village chief for the information and leave. Share information about the disease and leave some medicine. I do not have enough medicine, so I cannot do that. So we will just thank him and leave. I don't have the supplies to do that right now. The commander knows that sharing any information about the disease would only cause panic amongst the villagers. So leaving the village, the commander was more and more suspicious about the man in the wide-brimmed hat. The team should locate this man and question him as fast as they can. Well, while you're at it, locate the man with the horn-rimmed glasses. Okay. Morale goes up. Love it. Up to 30%. Seems good. This is over a day for his recovery, so I don't think that's going to matter. We'll get the drafts while we can then. I don't think it's going to... If it's going to take him more than a day, it won't matter. At this point, pretty much all these patients I don't think will matter much, just because, you know, they'll be there at the final fight and then the chapter refreshes. Again, I don't know if they're going to just, like, stick through that, so maybe, maybe not, right? I don't know. Let's get you guys like that, and then we'll put you... I'll put you after him so that I make sure one of these two get operated on first. Then over here, we'll put you with Barbeau. I'll put you over here. Now, Steve Rogers. Steve Rogers. He's right here. I don't want him going to HQ. Oh, no. Your saga's in the trenches, sir. That's where it's always been. That's where it's going to continue to be. We're going to send you back to the trenches, sir. I almost sent him to HQ. I felt bad. I was like, wait a minute. That's not your destiny. I was supposed to die in the field with my men. Just like his father before his father. The Germans are dropping gas. And Steve Rogers, he still has an hour in his recovery. This dude's not going to be in the gas. He's not going to get out there. The guy keeps avoiding the gas every time, you know? He just gets shrapnel injuries and, you know, bumps and bruises. Okay. Ding dong. He's got 57 minutes left, and there's only 40 minutes left in our survival countdown. So Steve Rogers, right? He's gonna be in the rehabilitation center for a little bit. But I'm putting him back in the trenches. But it does mean, though, that I can put everybody else in here. So let's just send, yeah, let's shift you to here, shift you to here. Yeah, because the battle's already done, all right? So let's get those drafts right before the end of the chapter. And then Rogers can get back to war. Right here, 9 minutes, that's it. Chapter 2 done. We end the chapter with Rogers in the rehab center. Chapter 2 completed. 301 patients saved in that chapter. All right. I think I did all right. We lost 147 people, but 121 civilians were taken in. I mean, we did as best as we could. 121 civilians. That's a lot. Like, imagine how much meds we could have saved if we said no. Okay. That's wild. All right. Onwards to chapter 3.
The plague that hit the hospital did not strip us only of the lives of our friends and comrades in arms, but also took part of our spirit. Despite this, we have to fight. although the darkness surrounds us from every possible side. But perhaps we are the dust that will meet the morning light someday.
All right.
New patient arrived. Sir, a dispatch from HQ.
Look at these supplies.
Counteroffensive is planned on our...
Before we get into it, let's make sure our people are ready to rock and roll, utilizing all of these supplies. Like I said, it's wiping the board, right? So we got a little bit. Now, I don't know. Again, I don't know if it just added more or what. Like, I don't know what it did. Like, if it added more or not. But yeah, we didn't get the warehouse upgrade though. So I'm wondering, like, if it filled our warehouse, we would have gotten more of this stuff. Because these things here, and these meds are not capping out, but these are capped out in supply. And I'm wondering if we would have gotten more had the warehouse been improved. We're going to go ahead and stick 4 staff on the warehouse improvement now. And maybe, you know, too late, but that's fine. We can then at least get more resources as we go. And if we take a look at our warehouse and what our actual like limitations are, we can have more chemical meds. We can have some more surgical supplies and stuff. We should start looking to make those things right now. We don't need to make alcohol and food rations since we are full. So we can start working on these meds as fast as we can. Work on some chemical meds as fast as we can. And we can even get some trauma meds going. But we do not need to do these because we're full. So let's just do this as fast as we can while they're talking.
HQ's orders are to hold the line and prevent the enemy from breaking our defenses.
Any reinforcements?
No, sir. HQ has decided to make a push on the other parts of the front, north from here, in an effort to break the German defense line.
Okay.
I understand.
I wasn't
Sir?
aware.
HQ asks if we can send any reinforcements for the attacking forces.
Reinforcements? We can barely hold the line now.
Wow.
If the Germans are planning a massive attack, HQ should send reinforcements to us.
I agree, Lieutenant Colonel. But sadly, we will have to make do with what we have.
Yeah. All right.
If HQ sees a chance of ending this war with that offensive, we should hold our part of the front line as long as they need. Maybe this bloody war will end soon.
Okay. So survive. No date, just survive. Yep. Fair enough. Yeah, so we're gonna get these guys going, right? And yeah, that should be good. I wasn't aware that there were patients waiting, so we will have to do that. Let's get you in there, and we'll get you there. In the surgery ward, we have a VIP. It's Laura Pelletier. I request your careful consideration of the case of Laura Pelletier. She has already given her husband and 3 sons to this war. We should not ask her to also give her life. I also received a request from her younger sons, Jacob and Gaston. No one's slick as Gaston. No one's quick as Gaston. Who offered to work in the hospital to repay the medicine and treatment for Gaston. I'm sorry, I'm just going on the song now. Beauty and the Beast, guys, come on. She is the mother of 6 sons. 3 of them already joined the military. 2 of them are months away from joining. She cries every night for each one of them, as she fears their death in some battle, just like her husband, who was a soldier and died at the start of the war. Well, we definitely have to save her, don't we? So VIP, 8 meds. Give you to Aaron Carter. All right. Anyone a super high rank? You. Barbeau is going to be on that case. We want to take, obviously, people who are stable and stuff. Let's go. It's a 3-hour surgery is pretty good. We'll go amputation after that on that guy. We'll go amputation on that guy. Then we'll take a rest. For you, who's rapidly the 10 meds, man. You kidding me right now? I really don't want to get into, like, starting to deny people already, you know? Let's put you there because top ranking. Put you there right after that. Put you there after the VIP. And then, wow, there's a whole bunch of people in here, isn't there? I got to queue them up. So this one's rapidly deteriorating. This guy's not deteriorating quite as quickly, so we'll do that for you guys. Then get a rest here. Everybody's just considered stable at the moment, so that's a little bad. We'll grab you. Now our doctor's exhausted. We'll grab, you know, tell you what, I don't want the doctor exhausted. We'll go amputation here, rest. And then after the rest, if they survive long enough to have this happen, which they probably won't. You know what? Let's do this. Because I don't want you guys like just dying. Amputate. 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 This Gerard's just going to have a saw in his hands all day. Sorry. We're going to go like that. Amputate. And then you'll rest after that. And then these two can go to Barbeau and Carter after their rest. Should be fine. This stable dude here, which I somehow just completely overlooked. Not sure how that happened. We'll do this. We'll do this. So we're queuing up 58 of the meds.
Sir, may I inform you that I left a personal...
I don't like that. We're going to get another surgeon. I got 12 staff points. We're going to get another surgeon. I could technically get... I can get another engineer now. I can get another nurse now. I'd have to wait to get another surgeon, but I can get another surgeon right now too. And it looks like this might be the chapter to have 5 surgeons, right? It probably is. You know, this is the time kind of thing. So I think maybe we'll do that instead. We'll get 2 more surgeons. Then we'll fill up our nurses, our nurse capacity. We'll be down 1 engineer. All right, that's what we'll do. And then drafts for the resources. We're gonna need more. We're gonna be using a lot of supplies. As much as I want to make them, you know, we'll see how we'll see how we do making them.
And one of the patients who was recently brought to the casualty clearing station.
All right. Well, I mean, that's it for this video. We're starting chapter 3 now. All right. So we queued everything up. We're ready to rock. Who knows how long this will go? But we're gonna do the best we can here. Our nurses are very tired. We do need to swap them out, so we're going to be doing that now. And I'll see about with the enhancements getting the triple shift system going. That's gonna be what we're gonna do here. You guys are all upgrading. That's nice. We'll put these 2 on the triple shift system. I don't know why it takes engineers to create a better schedule, but it is what it is. And then finally, to start the chapter, we want to also start getting this stuff going too. We've lost this. Go figure. And we're now over here. Crouching enemy hidden forces. Oh, come on. I'm going to make that the title of the next video because I love that. All right. I think we're going to call it quits here. We'll start this. We'll get this thing going at the start of the next video, okay? Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.